Hey friends, welcome to the Social Society. We are the modern-day marketing agency that has quite literally turned the branding world upside down. Over the past several years, we have been traveling the world working with trailblazers and industry innovators. But our secret is our team. We are about to give you the inside scoop into what we do and who we are. So get comfy, grab a drink of choice, and be ready for some mic drop moments. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Social Society podcast. I'm so excited for today's episode. We are here with the color whisperer herself, Jade. I'm so excited to have you here. For those maybe new followers, new listeners, tell us who you are. Tell us what you do at TSS. Give us the spiel.
Hello, friends. My name is Jade. I am known as the color whisperer, and I'm the lead designer here at the Social Society.
So I'm so excited about this because I obviously am not necessarily part of the creative team here at TSS, but I do love colors and I love design, and I'm always blown away by seeing your designs and what you come up with. You are truly so talented. But I also think that colors in general are things that some people maybe like overthink or spend a little bit like too much time thinking about. Yes. And so for today's episode, we gathered some questions from Instagram. And I think the questions that people asked definitely proved that.
Yeah.
Like, I think that some of these questions are just people overthinking it a little. Mm-hmm. And so I'd love to hear from your perspective, the answers to these questions, obviously. But I want to hear first how you got into color and like, how did you study like color theory? Do you study color psychology? Like, how do you, just tell us about that.
Wow. Okay. So, well, I guess it kind of starts when I got into design in general, which was around like, I'm aging myself, but it was around I was around 15 or so.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed with One Direction. And
same girl.
And so, I was a Tumblr girlie.
So was I.
Yeah. And
Mind Candy. That was my Tumblr.
Oh my goodness.
Please don't look
so
that up.
many names.
Please don't look that up.
Don't do it. You don't want to do it. And so I would, everyone would make edits, GIFs, things like that. And so that's kind of how the journey started. And then it just kind of progressed from there. But I didn't even realize just how much of a connection with colors that I had until I started working with Haley and the Social Society. Mm-hmm. And that's how the name came about, because the colors honestly just kind of speak to me.
Yeah.
And I even sometimes I'll dream and I'll dream up a color palette for a client the night before or something like that. It was honestly kind of crazy. I'd never experienced anything like that before. So yeah, that's honestly how it all started, how it came about.
That's amazing. It makes me wonder, because I know this is something I think that happens to people. When you meet a person or you get to know them, do they have a color in your head? Or not really?
Not with people, but other things.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, okay. So the Harry Potter movies, I don't know if you see them, but they all have their own colors, except I don't see them the way that they have them.
Oh, interesting.
So Prisoner of Azkaban to me is a very vibrant light blue.
Okay.
Almost glowy. And then the Half-Blood Prince is cream and lavender.
Interesting.
Yeah, Goblet of Fire for me, you would think red, it's green.
Wow.
It's a dark forest green, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love hearing, and also, I love hearing your take on that, color. We should have Hannah pop in here. Hannah's a big Harry Potter fan, and I am too. But I think it's important to tell the audience that your role in rebrands and in our private brand immersion. So basically, Jade is the person who does all of the color palette creation. Yep. Basically, you do all of the redesign and all the rebranding stuff. Yeah. So
all the fonts, visual brand identity. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And having now been a part of a couple brand immersions and watching you work and watching that come to life, it is truly I understand why your name is the color whisperer.
Aww,
because it's almost like you know the colors before they're even created. That's not the right way to say that. I mean, you almost know that those colors are right before the client does. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. Like sometimes I think you show the colors and the clients are like, oh, interesting. I didn't expect it to be that, or I didn't expect it to be that way. And there'll be a little bit of resistance there just because of it's not necessarily what they had in mind.
Yeah.
But it actually ends up being like so true to the essence of their brand. And we get there eventually.
Yeah. We always get there in the end. Yes.
Yeah. But it's true. It's like you really feel it in your soul.
Mm-hmm. So. Truly. Yeah. There was one client and she was adamant that she hated orange. She's like, I don't want orange in my brand. And I'm like, well, it's not really about the colors that you like and don't like, you know?
Yeah.
It's about what you're trying to convey to your target audience and to the world in general, you know? Mm-hmm. And so at the end of the brand immersion, we ended up having like this burnt orange in her color palette. She was like, wow, it made a big difference. She's like, it all comes together now. And I'm like, I'm trying to tell you guys, like, just listen to me. I promise I'm not going to steer you wrong.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I'm going to lead us into the questions now because this relates to a question someone asked. So one of the questions that someone asked is, can I use my favorite color in my brand? Which the reason this is related is clearly that was like a least favorite color of someone. So I'd love to hear your take on that.
Yes and no.
Okay.
It depends. It genuinely depends on your brand strategy. And that's why Haley and I work so well together in the brand immersions, because I cannot do the visual identity without the brand strategy.
Yeah.
Without, you know, the keywords and, you know, the mission statement, the vision statement. I cannot do any of it without that. So using your favorite color, if your favorite color just happens to be a color that fits the messaging of your branding and of your business, then of course you can use it. If your favorite color does not fit,
right,
then please refrain.
Yeah.
I promise you it will benefit you in the long run. But to just have it just because it's your favorite color is strategically maybe not the best thing to do.
So this kind of leads me to also think this is why it's so important to have a designer choose your color palette, because you have the knowledge of color psychology, and even just from a design perspective, understanding that you like the hues you have, like are they dark enough? Are they light enough? Text needs to be in this color, or this would be a great background color. Someone who does not have a design eye probably is not going to know the best colors to choose for those. And I think a lot of people sometimes try to like DIY their brand. Yeah. And it's usually those people who come to see us and they're like, hi, I needed a whole new brand. It's not portraying what I needed to, or the designs look terrible. It doesn't look great in socials. It doesn't look great on my website. And it's because I tried to DIY it from the beginning. Yeah. So
it's like it's like a little bit overused, but like it's true. You got to stay in your zone of genius. You just got to stay in your lane and like do what you do and do it really, really well. Yeah. And delegate and, you know, just let go and give it away what you can't do. Just because sometimes you truly just can't do it. Just let someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We hope you are enjoying this conversation. Do you know we offer web design and sale page creation? Whether you need a complete new website or a sales page for a new offer, we've got you covered. From graphics to copy to build out, we can make it all happen in the most cohesive experience. Send us a DM on Instagram to find out current prices and openings.
Okay, I thought this one was interesting, and we can kind of talk about different types of colors that portray different like ideas or feelings. Yeah. So someone asked, what color should I use if I want my brand to be powerful?
Tried and true, the color black.
Oh, interesting. That is not what I thought you were going to say.
It's black. Black is such a powerful color. Like, it exudes power, you know? Yeah. Like, when you think of, like, the rich and famous, like, you know, like, even, like, the 1%. And, like, if you think, you're like, well, what kind of cars do they drive, you know? It's usually a black car.
Yeah, it's so true.
It's all, like, black and shiny. Rihanna is, like, like the queen of black.
Yeah.
I'm like convinced.
Yeah.
You know, like, so, and it's also pretty luxurious too, because it's just such a timeless, I mean, color, you know. I guess maybe it might technically be a shade, you know, like instead of like an actual color, but to me, you know, personally, black is a color, and I love the color black, and it's super powerful.
Yeah. And when I think about black, one of the main things I think about is contrast, right? Like that is as dark in one direction as you can go. One direction.
Shout out. Niall, call me.
That's as dark in one direction as you can go. So I really think contrast can also like exude that power in graphics specifically. And so damn, you're right on it. I thought you were gonna say red for some reason, but
red's more of like a passionate color.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. It's very like passionate, very, very urgent, you know? Like if I'm in a pinch and I'm like, oh my God, I need something. Where do I go? I immediately think Target. I'm like, oh my God, I go to Target really quick.
That's so interesting. Right? I never thought about it like that.
Right? It can also just be an unhealthy obsession, but
I mean, who doesn't love Target?
Night. Honestly, it's so much fun.
I know. Okay, that's interesting. So my favorite color is yellow. What does yellow embody?
Youthful, fun.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. Like sunshine, obviously. You know? You are a ray of sunshine.
Thank you so much. We just talked about this in the past episode or in another episode. Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay. All right. I love this question. What are some branding colors that you think are trendy right now that will be out of style soon?
I think lighter shades of green and blue, but more specifically blue.
Okay.
Yeah, I think blue, kind of like a middle ground of blue, because I think like the more muted blues and greens are gonna go out of style, and I think the more vibrant like jewel tones, like a royal blue and like an emerald green, I think those guys are gonna come into play in 2023.
Cool. I think we went through, at least from a social media standpoint, like if you really look at graphics from the past like 2 or 3 years. I think everyone went down like a really neutral phase. Yeah. Like I actually, you know, I had a baby, so there's a like theory around kids' clothing and toys right now. It's called like oh God, I'm gonna blank on that thing, but I think they called it like sad girl beige or something. Where like all the kids' clothes are beige, all the toys have turned beige because everyone wants that like aesthetic, clean home. Yeah. But I think that that's going to come to an end soon, and like colors are coming back. Yeah. And even in home design, you see it. Remember how everyone had like white kitchens and white houses and beige houses and neutrals? And now it's like green cabinets and blue cabinets and all these. The color is really coming back into interior design too. So absolutely, we're in the age of color, everyone.
We are, because actually, like they did a study, and the world is actually losing color, because when you think about it, like everything now is so like minimalistic and like, you know, like everybody just wants to be chic and whatnot, and you know that vibrant, like eclectic maximalism of like the 70s and like 60s, 50s is just like gone, you know? Like you don't really see it that often. So I really think, especially with like last year, how, Valentino PP Pink, when she came into play, I really genuinely think she changed the game. And I think people are now going to be reverting back to like the more vibrant colors, because I fell in love with that. I was obsessed.
Me too. I love that pink.
It's incredible. Yeah. It's like, it's even better than Barbie pink.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't tell Barbie.
Don't tell Barbie.
Okay, this is a good question. What are the guidelines on changing or adjusting colors for your brand? Is it okay to do? Is there a time limit you should try something? Is there a rule for changing colors in your brand? I think this is something we see a lot with clients. They are not vibing with their colors anymore. They come to us and they're like, oh, I just am like bored with these colors, or I don't feel inspired by them, so I'm not creating as much because I don't like the colors of my brand. But everyone knows that those are my colors. How do I change? Are there any like rules for that or ways to navigate it, or you just dive in?
I think there's not really any rules, honestly, in design in general, especially color theory. They're more of just guidelines, like you said earlier. And so they're just like, I think if you want to change like one color, go for it. You know, it's not going to be, especially if it's like a different shade of another color, then it's totally fine. Go for it. But if you're going from like baby pink and, you know, powder blue, and you think you feel, you know, I've outgrown the cotton candy feeling, you know, and I want something more mature, sophisticated, I want to, you know, exude luxury, then you're going to have to go through, honestly, like a full rebrand and like just change everything up. So if you just want to do like one color, that's fine. But if like, I would say 2 or more, you would probably want to just kind of take the leap and redo it all.
Yeah. I think I like that way, but I'm also like a rip the Band-Aid off kind of girl. I'm like,
just get it over with.
Just throw it all away and redo it.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. Let's see. Ooh, okay, this is another kind of like what color. So someone asked, what colors do you think embody luxury? Which could also be black.
Yeah,
honestly.
Definitely black. But I would also say those deep, rich colors, especially like jewel tones, I would say like royal blue or like really dark blues. Browns are really luxurious if you use them the right way.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I would like brown and gray together is really beautiful. Purple is like the color of royalty. So obviously,
purple is what comes to my head.
If you do like that dark like purple, she's cute.
Yeah.
What else? But yeah, I think those are like just like the really dark, deep, rich colors. That's like really rich in color, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Those ones are definitely luxurious.
Love. Okay. I want to talk about colors for different industries.
Okay.
And I'm curious about your take on that. Someone asked, are there colors that I should stay away from for certain industries, or are there colors for industries, and do I need to stay within that color scheme?
Okay. I would say no, but mostly because I'm a rule breaker.
Yeah.
I'm a rebel.
Yeah.
Can't hold me down.
We're a bunch of trailblazers here at TSS. So we're always going to say go against the grain, I think.
Yeah. Because if that were the case, especially for smaller businesses, if that were the case, then everyone would just blend in together.
Yeah.
And the whole point is to stand out.
Right.
You know? And so it's like Adidas and Nike are constantly going at one another. Like they're constantly in competition. They have the same brand colors.
Yeah.
Except Walmart and Target do not. And it's very obvious that one is on a different level than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you have like others, you know, like, what is that? McDonald's and like Burger King.
Yeah.
You know, they're in constant competition with each other as well. And like, it does ultimately come down to branding.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say there are any colors that you should stay away from. Maybe different hues and things like that and shades. But I don't think there's any set colors for set industries. Other than maybe like finance bros. There's always some kind of like red or blue.
Yeah.
Be a little more creative, guys.
It's so true.
It's always some like so red or blue, and I'm just like,
or even like when I think about politicians, you know, like during election time, and you drive down the road and you see all the politician signs and the like, lawns and stuff.
Yes,
they all look the exact same. They really need to hire TSS to really.
No, truly, I cannot tell the difference between like who is who. I'm like, okay, who's a Republican, who's a Democrat? It's like.
Or not, like, it's like, just, it's like...
Or even who's running for what?
Yeah, like, think outside the box, honestly.
Yeah, truly.
They really... Yeah. It's so one note. It's crazy.
It's boring. It's old.
Yeah. We really got to switch it up.
Like the people running this country.
Not that politicians are our target audience by any means.
Stay away from us.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're really not interested, but good luck.
We take it back. We take that back. Snatched it away.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Okay. We're going to pull a question card, but I'm going to save that for the last. My last question that I came up with is as the color whisperer, what is your favorite color?
Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so
and does it change at all, or is it constant?
No, it's constant.
Okay.
I did fall in love, like I said, with Valentino Pink because it's so freaking gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I do have a favorite color, and it has nothing to do with my name. I promise. It's not even the same shade, but it's green. I love the color green. It's especially the dark, deep, like forest greens. I really love olive green as well.
Me too.
Yeah, I love green. I don't know. There's just something about it that like really touches my soul. I love that.
I love green too. I'm a yellow girl, but green is a very close second, I would say.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yellow's cute.
All right, pull a card.
Ooh.
I'm gonna let you do it.
Okay. I'm just.
Oh, you're going.
I'm.
Okay, just make sure it's not one we haven't.
Problematic?
No.
Because some people are like, oh my god, if you pick it from the end or like instead of the middle, they're like, you psycho.
It's not that serious. I just want to make sure it's not a question we've done before, but we'll see.
Okay, what activities make you forget about time and feel present in the moment?
Oh, great question.
Easy answer.
What is
Music.
Oh yeah,
music. I love music. It just like, it transports me to another time and another space, but it also can like really put me in the moment and like make me feel so present.
Yeah.
I love music.
So, yeah. So I'm going to piggyback off your answer there and say that the activity I would say is concerts, which like have you ever, I mean, obviously you've been to a concert. We literally just talked about this, but it's when you're there and you're surrounded by so many people and you're all there for the same thing. And like, it makes you feel very present in the moment and makes you feel so many emotions.
Yes.
So that's I'm kind of stealing your answer by saying concerts, but
it's a good answer though.
Good answer. All right. Well, if you're interested in chatting more with Jade or learning about how to work with Jade, if you're interested in a rebrand or have some questions about your own branding or colors, make sure to visit our Instagram and send us a DM and you can chat with Jade. All right. Bye, guys. See you next time.
If you enjoyed this episode, let's move this relationship to the next level. The friend zone, baby. Head to the show notes and click the link to join our close friends list where you will gain access to knowing where we are, all our adventures, and exclusive pop-up offers at locations around the world. Plus, we hold nothing back on our close friend stories on IG. See you there.